The 15th Symphony of Shostakovich was written in the early 1970s, and it was his last symphony. And I guess the question is, did he know it was going to be his last symphony?
The composer himself was ill when he was quite literally hardly able to write, physically write. You sense this in all his later compositions, that he seeks, a little like Ludwig van Beethoven, as he grew older, and you sense in the quartets, where he of course had lost his hearing, it wasn't so much losing the use of his hands, where the music becomes more and more terse, where you sense that he tries to pack into each and every note even more emotion. And so it is with Shostakovich. Just because he couldn't write that much, you sense the music is being distilled down to its essence. And that's what one feels in this 15th Symphony.
It starts in a really quite, you might say, trivial way. In fact, he once let slip a comment that I think he said it's like nighttime in a toy shop, because you start with a little glockenspiel and then quite a silly tune on the flute, you know, and this is not the profound utterance of somebody that you think knows that it's his final statement. Then what happens is you get a quotation out of seemingly nowhere of the William Tell Overture. You know, people knew that as one of the most famous pieces of classical music, the Lone Ranger, you know, theme music. And in the rest of the symphony, he makes quotations as well. Perhaps, you know, in the last movement, more serious quotations. So Wagner, Tristan and Isolde. But again, you're left wondering, is that because of the meaning of the music that he's quoting, or is it just that he's saying, I'm going to take this music and place it in this context?
All of this in this 45, 50-minute symphony, which is phenomenal work, will always remain something of an enigma, because it leaves so much room for interpretation. And we do know that it was he knew it was going to be his last symphony. And what did he want to leave us with?